wanted this forever. I've been in the field with whatever they throw at me. Brush it off, pick myself up, moving on to the better. Hey. Ain't no errors, baby, it's a new era. I wake up early, feeling rich like I'm Kesha. Get to the paper, boy.
Yo, what's going on, everybody? Welcome back into another episode live stream to talk about our favorite team, the Arizona Cardinals. And guess what, ladies and gentlemen, we made it. We made it to Sunday football. Week 1, Arizona Cardinals versus the Buffalo Bills. And I'm already seeing the chat here going absolutely crazy, saying things like, we can't go 0-1 against the Rams on week 2. And you're right. You're 100% right. So we're going to go ahead and talk about this game here, some favorite matchups to look for, and obviously just get hyped up about week 1, Arizona Cardinals versus the Buffalo Bills. And man, I think this is going to be a very, very sneaky, exciting game. And I'm talking about points. Let me go ahead and give a huge shout out here to the sponsor of the video. We got BetUS. The show is now being powered by BetUS throughout the entirety of the NFL season. Right now, if you use promo code YouTube150, they get you a 150% sign-up bonus on your first 3 deposits up to $2,000. Promo code using YouTube150. There's no longer a link for you to click on. All you need to do is upon sign-up, use YouTube 150, and you'll go ahead and get that special offer. They definitely got some really good things currently going on. Obviously, with the whole, betting world currently going on, we got this, a lot of these props to kind of come your way. The big one that I'm looking at here is the points total scored at 47. I definitely think this is a no-brainer. The Arizona Cardinals and Buffalo Bills are going to be scoring more than 47 points. So if you want to take that over, I highly recommend you do that. Or if you're feeling a little froggy, you can go ahead and take that plus 245 money line for the Arizona Cardinals. So, ladies and gentlemen, let's get started here. Let's talk about the Arizona Cardinals versus the Buffalo Bills and exactly what we have in store for us, right? Actually, let me just give some huge shout outs here. We got a lot of people in the chat here. We got Andy up in the chat. We got Martin up in the chat. Austin. We got JK Gamer. We got Paul Surnite. Appreciate y'all for being here. Thank you so very much, by the way. And if you guys do not know, today is actually my birthday. What I would love nothing more in this special day is, honestly, I don't even care about my birthday anymore. What I would want is an actual birthday win or birthday present from the Arizona Cardinals and getting us that dub. That's one thing that I would absolutely love for the Arizona Cardinals to be 1-0 leaving week 2. And man, I think this is going to be a very winnable game. I really do. I think this is going to be a very winnable game for the Cardinals. Now, we got some very, very interesting matchups, to say the least, right? Because I think we could all say to ourselves that this Buffalo Bills team is not the same Buffalo Bills team at all. Like, at all. This Buffalo Bills team is different than what we're talking about last year, right? With Diggs, Gabe Davis, right? Their wide receiving core looks different. Their running back core and James Cook, I actually really do like him as a running back. I think their quarterback is an elite player. But outside the running back and potentially Dalton Kincaid in the tight end position, like, we're looking at, I don't know. Like, I prefer the Cardinals' weapons. Like, you know what I mean? Like, and that might be biased, right? That might be a little biased, but I truly do prefer the Cardinals' weapons. I feel like offensively we are actually more stacked than they are over there for the offensive weapons with Trey McBride, James Conner, Michael Wilson, Marvin Harrison Jr., and then Greg Dortch. Man, we're going to see Marvin Harrison Jr. We're going to see Marvin Harrison Jr. and Kyler Murray today. Man, it's been so long. We haven't seen it in preseason, and I think we're just kind of chomping at the bit to kind of really figure out exactly how this is going to transpire and how it's going to look like, right? Let me give a huge shout out to my guy, BBH. What's up, brother? Appreciate you, man, for being in the chat. He says this will determine what Cardinals we are getting this season. Hopefully, it's going to sleep. We're hoping that they're going to shock the world. Absolutely. I agree. We've been hearing a lot of, I don't even know you want to call them analysts, but a lot of people that love the NFL, right? They say things like the Arizona Cardinals are going to be a sleeper. Like truly, they're going to be a team that nobody's going to see coming, right? And that's exciting. It really is. It's really exciting to hear that because I think the same thing. I think with Kyler Murray coming back, there's still some people out there that not really think that this Cardinals team is going to amount to very much. But let's call it like it is. Josh Allen's team on the offensive side of the ball is not the same. It's not the same Josh Allen's weapons that he has. Now, Josh Allen is Josh Allen, right? This game is going to be close because I feel like he's an elite quarterback. I feel like he's top 5. He's one of the best quarterbacks in the NFL. So that's the reason why I say it's going to be a high-scoring game regardless of who his weapons are. But I do think there's going to be a step back with the offensive side of the ball for them. And then the Arizona Cardinals, one thing that I would love to see is run that darn ball. Run it. They don't no longer have Matt Milano. Their defensive line, I feel like their defensive line is good. I feel like their defensive line is really good, especially those edge rushers. So I'm a little worried there. But I feel like, I don't know, like when you're looking at depth chart to depth chart, I feel like this Cardinals team has the opportunity to do something special. Like I really do. And I'm not just saying that. Like I've actually even heard that from other fans. Like this Cardinal fan base right now is excited. And they should be. They absolutely should be. But their wide receiving core right now stands as this. They got Curtis Samuel, which I actually do like. They got Keon Coleman, which is a rookie. And they got Khalil Shakur. Those are their 1, 2, 3 wide receivers. Man, we can do this, y'all. We can do this. What's up, Andrew? Another super chat coming our way. What's up, brother? He says, got Marvin Harrison Jr. and McBride in fantasy. Gonna be good. See? You know what I mean? Like, this is the first time that I ever remember that we have a tight end that's a potential top 5 tight end in fantasy, right? We've never had this. We never had a guy that people wanted to get in a top 5 fantasy. Some might even say top 3 tight end in fantasy football, right? You got Trey McBride and Marvin Harrison Jr. Man, you're good, man. You're good. Obviously, will it take a week to get to the level that we want to see? Maybe. Right? Maybe. We know that sometimes offenses take a little bit to kind of get gelling. Defenses usually look a lot better than offenses. But I don't know. Like, with what we've seen from Kyler Murray's now on YouTube, ladies and gentlemen. Did you guys see that? Kyler Murray now has a YouTube channel. He just posted a video not too long ago about his workout, 100-hour workout. And he brought everybody that, it's on the offensive side of the ball, his weapons, over to LA on his paid expense. Like, those are the type of things that you wouldn't see from Kyler Murray a year ago, 2 years ago, 3 years ago, right? And I think that's one thing that we're really excited about, that Kyler Murray is taking that extra step, right? Kyler Murray is taking that extra step to be that franchise quarterback that we all want him to be, right? That connection of Marvin Harrison Jr., the connection with Greg Dortch, with Michael Wilson, Trey McBride, James Conner catching out of the backfield. Those are the type of things that we want to see. And we're seeing that so far from Kyler Murray. And I'm just really excited, y'all. I really am. Okay, let's talk about matchups, right? Let's talk about matchups here real quick, because I think that's going to be one of the most important things to kind of talk about here, right? Now, let me ask you guys this. Who's going to be the one player that is going to have the most rushing, the most receiving yards? Who's going to be the one player that has the most receiving yards this game? Let me know in the chat who's going to have the most receiving yards in this game for the Arizona Cardinals side of the ball. Trey McBride, Michael Wilson, Marvin Harrison Jr., Greg Dortch, James Conner. Do you think who? Let me know here in the chat below, ladies and gentlemen. Okay. And then we're going to go ahead and actually, wait. Super chat, ladies and gentlemen. We got a super chat. We got a super bomb coming our way. Let's go ahead and thank you guys, everybody, so much for super chatting. Appreciate you. We got my guy BBH. We got my guy Andrew earlier. And now we got my guy Bass Strangler coming up here with the $10 dono. He says, happy birthday. Oh, appreciate you, man. Happy birthday, Mike. Thank you so very much. More to come, my guy. Supporting you for 3 to 4 years now. Keep rocking on. Shock the World Part 2. Love it, man. Thank you so very much. If you guys do not know, yes, today is my birthday. And one thing that I would love for my birthday is for a freaking Cardinal win. Absolutely. Absolutely. I would love nothing more than a freaking Cardinal win. So let's get this going. Letting you guys know real quick, before we actually jump into that, expect a lot of content coming your way. Today, after the game, you're going to get a post-game reaction, and then we're going to be doing a post-game show later on in the nighttime. Now, is it going to be during football? I still need to figure out what time we're actually going to go live, but we're going to be throwing a post-game reaction your way, as well as a post-game show as well. So content's coming out of your ears today, ladies and gentlemen. If this is your first time here, subscribe, smack the like button. We have over 100 people with only 24 likes. Smack up that like button. Yeah, appreciate y'all. Let's get this going. Okay. Let's talk about who's the player that's going to have the most receiving yards. Let's do that right now. Let's do that. To be honest with you, I think the easy answer would say Marvin Harrison Jr., right? I think that would be the easy answer to say. Marvin Harrison Jr. is going to be the guy that has the most receiving yards. To be honest with you, I don't know. Like, I think it's going to be a mix between Marvin and Trey McBride. To be honest, I think Trey McBride's going to eat. I think Trey McBride's going to freaking eat today. Now, I think we're going to have a game plan focus on the run game. And if that's not the game plan, I don't know what the game plan is going to be. But this is what I feel like the game plan should be. Run that darn ball with James Conner. Run that ball down their throats. They no longer have Matt Milano. Their defensive line is good. I do like their defensive line a lot, but I do think there's a room for, if whatever team is going to establish the run game the fastest or the best, is going to be the team that's going to be able to create, get time of possession on their side, right? That's going to be the team that's going to be the deciding factor, right? Obviously, the defense needs to show up as well. The people who's going to make the one or two crucial plays, that's going to be obviously very important as well. But I think the run game is going to be very, very important. And I think the Bills think the same way, right? With James Cook. Expect to see a very, very high dosage of James Conner. And if I were to guess, the Buffalo Bills would probably think the same thing in James Cook as well. Now, James Cook is an absolute dynamic player, right? Can catch out of the backfield, and he can rush the ball as well. Now, we only really saw a glimpse of what James Cook can do in the later part of the Bills' last year's season, because when they ended up firing their old offensive coordinator, and I believe Joe Brady was their new offensive coordinator, ended up taking over the job, that offense changed. That offense changed completely from a throw the ball, ignore the run game, to a more balanced offense. So now with Joe Brady, you do see more of a James Cook, I'm not going to say led offense, but they do lean heavily on the run game. And I think that's definitely one thing to keep your eyes on as well. Like, if you can shut down the run, okay, well, here's the thing. I don't think we're going to be able to shut down the run, right? I think we're going to be able to contain it. I think we need to contain it. That's the better word. We need to be able to contain the run to where Josh Allen feels like he needs to be the superhero, right? We know James Conner. I'm sorry. Wow. We know Josh Allen is a very, very turnover type of guy, right? He loves to throw the ball. He loves to shoot the ball down the field all the time. Let's make him make a mistake with Budda Baker or Jalen Thompson. Let's make him make a mistake. I can see a Cardinals interception in this game. I really could. I could see the Arizona Cardinals getting an interception on them. Now, is that going to be our cornerbacks or is it going to be our safeties? I think our safeties are going to be going crazy in this game with Jalen Thompson and Budda Baker. So I'm excited, y'all. I really am. We do got a couple super chats coming our way. We got JK Gamer saying, I'm so tired of everyone disrespecting Kyler and using that dumb code joke. It's so old. I agree. But this is the year. Kyler Murray needs to come out and show out. And I think we can all agree. that Kyler Murray needs to come out here and show out. Absolutely. BBH with another super chat. He says, on my bets, got Connor TD, Marvin Harrison Jr. TD, and Marvin Harrison Jr. 70 yards. Yay or nay, Mike? Also, this will show K1 under center a lot, and I'm excited. Absolutely. To be honest with you, I would say yes on Connor's TD, and I'm assuming that's a anytime. I would say, so it's so tough because I do think that the Marvin Harrison Jr. is going to go wild in this game. But for some reason, I'm leaning towards McBride having a more anytime touchdown personally than Marvin. If Marvin goes wild, then obviously that's great. But I feel like it's going to be McBride and Connor to get those TDs. Now, everybody could eat, right? Everybody can eat. I do like the yardage that you have, though. I think the yardage is very, very doable for Marvin Harrison Jr. Take it what you will. I'm not the best bettor, but that's just kind of the way I feel about it. So I appreciate the super chat, man. Thank you so very much, BBH. Appreciate you, man. Keep rocking out. All right. So to me, I think the guy who's going to have the most receiving yards is going to be Trey McBride. Just because the ability that he's got up the middle, and them having like not a lot of pieces in that middle linebacking core. Like right now when I'm looking at their middle linebacking core, and this is no knock on them, we just don't know them, right? We just don't know them like very well right now. They got Dorian Williams and Terrell Bernard, right? So why not get an opportunity for Trey McBride to eat? Trey McBride needs to get extended probably within the next year or two. Why not? Why not start having a crazy game for Trey McBride? That's absolutely what I would love to see for him to absolutely eat this defensive line. I think the run is going to be exactly what we're going to be leaning on. Although I like their defensive line, that's something that the Cardinals need to make sure that they establish off the rip. They need to make sure that run game is absolutely established, because if we can, that just opens up everything. play action, Marvin Harrison Jr., Michael Wilson, Greg Dortch, right? Everything just opens up everything. Now, a couple things that I'm looking out for in this game. Pressure. Oh boy, let's talk about that real quick. Pressure on both sides of the ball, right? Offensively, how is our offense going to be able to hold up against their defensive line, right? And I'm talking about Greg Russo, Ed Oliver, AJ Epinesa, and I believe they got Von Miller as their backup edge guy, right? So one thing I'm going to be looking at very, very closely is pressure on both sides of the ball. How is our offense going to hold up against their defensive line? Because I think that's one of the biggest strong points that they got on their defense is their defensive line. The biggest strong point we have on our defensive line, the biggest strong point we have on our defense is going to be our safeties, I feel like. I feel like that's the most I'm confident in is our safety core. But for them, I feel like it's their defensive line. So how are we going to be able to shake up and keep Kyler Murray upright? Do I like our offensive line? I think they have the potential to be very, very good. It's just we need to keep Kyler upright. And then that goes for the other side as well, right? For our defense, how are we going to be able to impact this game on the defensive side of the ball, right? How is our defense going to be able to rattle Josh Allen? That's going to be a big question as well, because right now, with where it stands for the 2024 Arizona Cardinals, we know as good as the next person, right? That everybody looks at this roster and they say our weakest point is our edge group, right? With Zaven Collins as well as Dennis Gardeck. Are they going to be able to muster? Are they going to be able to get pressure on Josh Allen? Not just sacks, but hurries, quarterback hits, right? Getting him off his mark. Is our edge rushers going to be able to establish that? Now, here's the beautiful part as well. Things that we can also look for, not just the edge. We've upgraded our defensive line in the interior, right? Bilal Nichols, Justin Jones, and then we're giving Roy Lopez a chance for that nose defensive tackle, right? The guy that's right in the middle. So I'm so curious to figure out how our defensive line is going to be able to, cause pressure to Josh Allen and rattle him. So he throws the ball and throws an interception and we get a pick six, right? That's what we're looking for as well. So I know the flashy thing to talk about is who's going to have the most receiving yards, right? Is it Marvin Harrison Jr., Trey McBride? Is it going to be Michael Wilson, Greg Dortch, right? That's the most exciting thing, right? Flashy thing to talk about. But there's definitely some flashiness that comes along with pressure, with defense, right? How's our offensive line going to shake up against them? Because that's going to be one thing that a lot of people are going to be looking at very, very closely. Very, very closely. Because Jonathan Gannon has come out and says he's confident in the defensive line / edge rushers that we have now, right? Zaven, Dennis Gardeck, but behind them, Victor Dimukeje, and then Xavier Thomas. Can we see Xavier Thomas today? Man. Imagine Xavier Thomas gets a sack today. Woo! That would be amazing. That would absolutely be amazing. Got my guy in the chest says Kyler could run for 120. We're going to see a different form of Kyler, I feel like, today. I feel like we're going to see a different form of Kyler Murray. I really, really do. I don't know what it is, but I feel like we're going to see a different form from Kyler Murray. Just listen in. Like in the latest press conference from Kyler Murray, did you not hear that this team's got a chip on the shoulder? Now, is he talking about himself? Probably, right? Probably. But this team is so underrated right now. There's nobody giving the Cardinals any chance to win this game. There's a couple analysts here and there that say the Cardinals are going to win, but not to the point where they're saying it with their chest, right? It's prove it week for Cardinals. That's one thing that's for sure. It's prove it week for Cardinals. Did Dak just get paid? Whoa, do we have some breaking news? Let's take a look here. Yeah, Dak Prescott just got paid, ladies and gentlemen. Dak Prescott just got paid. Breaking news. There you go. Crazy things that's happening in the NFL right now. T. Higgins is gone or not playing today. Oh my goodness, was I muted the whole time? Wow. Wow, 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 wow. I'm so sorry about that, ladies and gentlemen. I'm back. Okay. Sorry. Couple things I just talked about. I was just saying, did you guys see the whole Tyreek thing? Tyreek got pulled over. Dak Prescott just got paid. Yeah, a lot of things are happening right now. Jamar Chase, I think, is playing today, but he was sick. T. Higgins is not playing today. The only player that the Cardinals aren't playing today, the last time I looked at the injury report, was Xavier Weaver. So that's cool, right? The Cardinals have been fairly healthy. The Cardinals have been fairly healthy here for the most part. Jacob Gamer with the $2. Thank you, man. Appreciate that. Sorry about that. I had to cough real quick and I completely forgot. I thought I did unmute myself, but I guess I didn't. Thank you so very much for the $2 donut. Appreciate it. Let's see here. I'm trying to see if there's any other news right now. Yo, we got football in a little over an hour. An hour and like 7 minutes. We got football. Come on. Can we get some fire emojis in the chat below? Fire emojis in the chat below. Give me your hottest takes in the chat right now, ladies, and give me your hottest takes in the chat right now. Hottest takes in the chat. The disrespect is real. Get the W. Absolutely. Absolutely. So a few different things to talk about here pertaining to just Arizona Cardinal news in general. The only player that's not playing on the injury report is going to be Xavier Weaver, wide receiver for the Cardinals. But it seems like Xavier Thomas might have a chance to play. So it's not that he's I don't think he's not hurt. It's just the way that the Cardinals defense is. We're probably going to see him today because of just lack of depth, and we need him. We need him to come out here and show out. Yeah, Jamar Chase. I saw something on X saying that he is playing, but he might be limited, right? He might be playing, but it seems like he might be limited. So I don't know. Take that what you will. I don't know what that's going to look like, right? I don't know what it's going to look like. It's probably the equivalent of getting somebody on your baseball fantasy team, and then he gets pulled out in the second inning or the third inning when he gets like one at bat. So like, take that what you will. I don't know if I would put him on my fantasy team, or I don't know if I would put any props on him personally, but yeah, there's that. Ivan, what's up, Ivan? He says Cardinals win today. That's a good hot take there, my guy. That's a very, very good hot take. I think that's as good as it comes right there. Cardinals win. What are some predictions? Give me some predictions, ladies, and predictions in the chat. Do you think this is going to be a blowout? Do you think this is going to be a competitive game? Do you think it's going to be a high-scoring game? Do you think it's going to be a low-scoring game? What are your guys' thoughts on that? Like, I'm looking at this. Why you guys do that? I'm looking at this Bills like roster. I'm not worried about this roster. Like, I really am not. On the offensive side of the ball for the Bills, like, obviously you're worried about Josh Allen, right? That's a no-brainer. Josh Allen, you got to be worried about every single week. James Cook, worried about him. And Dalton Kincaid. Like, that's it. Those are the only guys that I'm worried about for the Buffalo Bills. Like, and I'm not trying to like puff my chest out saying the Cardinals are going to smoke them. I'm not saying that. I think the Cardinals stand a really good chance. I really do. I think the Cardinals stand a really good chance. And here's the thing, like, even if you think the Cardinals are going to lose by a field goal or by a touchdown, that's still better than most people are coming out here saying, right? Because some people are disrespecting saying the Cardinals are going to win like 4 games this year, 5 games this year. And I don't understand why. Offensively, I don't understand why. Defensively, okay, I'll give you that. We don't have an edge rusher that's a pure edge rusher. Okay, I'll give you that, right? Or a dominant edge rusher. I'll give you that. But on the offensive side of the ball for the Bills, I'm just not seeing it here, ladies and gentlemen. I'm not seeing it at all. If you guys do not know, this game starts off at 10 a.m. Arizona time. 1 p.m. Eastern time. I don't know what channel. Most likely going to be on CBS or Fox for your local area. If you're here in Phoenix, Arizona, if you're not in Phoenix or metropolitan area, I don't know. I'm not sure you get coverage or not. But it does start off at 10 a.m. So a little over an hour and 4 minutes to be exact. So we're going to be getting football here within an hour in like 4 minutes. And it starts at 10 a.m. AZ time, 1 p.m. Eastern. Here we go. Oh, we got a Buffalo fan. Let's go, my guy. Let's go with my guy here. We got a Buffalo fan. He says, as a Buffalo Bill fan, I like the content. The Cardinals are trending in the right direction, but I think they still have some growing to do. That's fair. That's fair, and I respect that. Like, I absolutely do respect that. I appreciate you for obviously joining the chat here. And if you came here from Dan Mitchell, Dan Mitchell's a great dude. I appreciate the shout out for him. You know, obviously sending his subscribers over. If you don't know who he is, that's the guy that the content creator that I ended up collaborating with in this last week about like behind enemy lines. So I appreciate you actually coming in here, Tyler. Thank you so very much. But I'm excited. I really am. Let's go with Esteban with a $1.99 donation. He says Greg Dortch will have a huge game, 60+ yards, 1 TD. There you go. That's a hot take I was looking for. Greg Dortch. Greg Dortch. Love to see it. I just love that Greg Dortch is finally getting some respect, right? I just love that Greg Dortch is finally getting some respect. Yeah. That's one thing I absolutely do love because, man, when we had Rondell Moore here, Greg Dortch was not getting anything, man. No respect, no anything. It was kind of sad to see. Although I kind of knew he was a dog from the second year. I did. Damn it. Yes, absolutely. Dan Mitchell is amazing. I really do like him. Great content creator for the YouTube side of the Buffalo Bills for sure. Absolutely. Well, let me ask you, Tyler, since you're, very active in the chat, and I appreciate you for being here. What's one player that you think that's really going to go off this game? One player you think is going to, obviously not including Josh Allen, right? So I guess your options that you have here is going to be James Cook, Dalton Kincaid. Do you think Keon Coleman, the rookie, is going to have a great game? Do you think Curtis Samuel's going to have a good game? Or do you think Khalil Shakur is going to have a good game, right? So let me know in the chat here who you think is going to be the guy that's going to separate themselves from me saying things like, oh, I'm not really worried about this offense, to you should be worried about this offense because of this guy. Let me know who you think, because honestly, I'm very, very curious. I do like Curtis Samuel. I think Curtis Samuel is a really good wide receiver. I don't know what Keon Coleman's going to be. I really don't. I know there's some high praises and excitement for him, and kudos to him, but I just don't know what he's going to be, right? And then Shakur, and I'm probably butchering his name, but you know who I'm talking about. He did kind of break out in the end of last year. So James Cook, I like him. Obviously, Josh Allen. But what's that one player that you think is going to really make a staple point in this game, and you're going to say, this is the guy you should be worried about? Let me know in the chat here, Tyler, because I'm really, really curious. I'm really curious. All right, Michael with the $5 dono. What's up, Michael? Appreciate you, man. You guys are coming up clutch here for these super chats. I did say this earlier, but birthday wish today. Today's my birthday. I don't care about my birthday. I care about a Cardinals win. One thing I would love is a freaking Cardinals win. Give me a Cardinals win on my birthday, and I would be the happiest man in the world. Let's go. All right, Michael, appreciate the super chat here. He says, rise up, Red Sea. We need Gardeck and Collins to go super sane. Absolutely. Cardinals win 35-30 via Josh Allen. 2 interceptions. I love it. I love it. I love it. I love that. I do think he's going to throw an interception. At least one. Like, he's got to throw an interception, man. Like, he's got to throw an interception, right? He has to. I think it's going to happen as well. This is going to be a great... Oh, man. 1 hour. Ladies and gentlemen, we got 1 hour. 1 hour away. Can we play some dramatic music, please? Let's go. Dramatic music time. Woo! All right, man. I am super stoked. If you guys are wondering, no, I am not going to do a play-by-play in this game. There might be some play-by-play games that I will be doing later on in the season. But no, this one I'm going to be watching it here on TV. Obviously, putting my Kyler Murray jersey on, supporting the Cards, and we'll kind of go from there. But I'm just so super, super excited to see what's going to happen here. So I appreciate you, Michael. Thanks for the $5 dono. Absolutely do appreciate it. We did have some people asking or responding to the question that I ended up asking. I ended up asking you guys, who's that one person that you think is going to be breaking out for the Bills on the offensive side of the ball? We got Anthony says, if they stop Cook, Knox, and Kincaid. That's the thing. And I'm not sitting here like trying to disrespect their offensive or their wide receivers, right? I'm not trying to do that. I like Curtis Samuel. I'm curious to figure out what Keon Coleman's going to do. And then Khalil, right? I don't know what it's going to try. I feel like it's going to take a little bit. It's going to take a little bit before they get their bumps and bruises going. Like, you know what I mean? That happens with every offense. You know what I mean? It happens in every offense. So I truly feel like, I don't know, like, here's the thing. Like, oh, man. You never know, man. You never know. Pablo, what's up, Pablo? Appreciate you, man. Thank you so very much. Appreciate it. Absolutely. All right, let's see here with my guy, Max Melton, Garrett Williams, both with INTs. Well, here's the thing. How is this going to work, right? Because the last time I saw the depth chart, and here's the thing too, like, did you guys not hear? So let me gather my thoughts. Jonathan Gannon came out on the local radio station and said that Michael Carter might be elevated. Did y'all hear that? The Michael Carter, like if he was a betting man, Michael Carter might get elevated. I don't know. I just feel like Jonathan Gannon just says some things sometimes to kind of like throw people through a loop. Like, and then he's going to come out and say, well, can I change my mind? That's one thing I love, man. He just kind of feeds whatever, like, I don't know. I love it, honestly. Like, don't look too much into it. Jonathan Gannon, I don't know. I like him so far as a head coach. Obviously, the wins are going to be what makes me really, really like him as a head coach. But honestly, it's cool. I'm really excited. Let's see here. John, Bo, it's been a while. John Paul, man, what's up? Appreciate you for joining the chat, man. It's been a while since you've been here. Thank you so very much. Or maybe you have been here and I just haven't seen the chat. Thanks, man. All right. Under an hour to go. So far, what I'm seeing, I'm not seeing Michael Carter got elevated from the practice squad. Let me just confirm one more time here, but I'm not seeing he did. We did hear Jonathan Gannon say, oh, if he was a betting man, he, don't be surprised. He did say that, but I'm not seeing that he did. If you guys are seeing it, awesome. I'm just not seeing it. I'm not seeing it here at all in the X/YouTube world. But like I said, you never know. But I didn't see that he was elevated. But man, we already had a crazy start to this Sunday football because Tyreek Hill got detained. I don't know if you guys saw that, but Tyreek Hill got detained outside the... Oh, here we go. Let's listen to this. Okay. All right. Tyreek Hill got detained, outside the stadium of the Miami Dolphins. Apparently, the reckless driving. He's apparently he's gonna play. Like, he's gonna play. They said he's gonna play already. But just, it's crazy to see it. It really is. What's up, my guy? Devil 55. He says Cardinals is going to win 37-30 and happy birthday. Thank you. Appreciate you, man. Thank you so very much, Devil. Appreciate you. There's something I want to watch here on the X/Twitter world. Let me go ahead and just change this real quick. Let me see. Basically, it's they're talking about the Cardinals. So let's see what they got to say about that. Let me see if I can share my screen here right quick. Oh, maybe I can. Okay. All right, maybe not. Okay. Well, maybe we can listen to the audio. Actually, I'd probably do that because I don't want to get demonetized anyway. So let's listen in. So we got CBS talking about the Arizona Cardinals, Kyler Murray, and Marvin Harrison Jr. Let's see what they got to say in CBS.
Like, you have your wish list, your number one item. You got the big box in the corner. It's wrapped. You hope it's that gift, Ross.
Hopefully you can hear.
You hope it's your parents got you what you wanted, because that's how I feel about Marvin Harrison Jr.
Me too.
I haven't seen him much. He played a few plays in the preseason, but when I watched him at practice and I saw the things he did, and you look back at what he did in college, how dominant he was at Ohio State, he does everything excellently. He is a pro already. He loves the minutia of the route running. He's
minutia.
A route runner. The steps exactly. Studying. Everything you want a number one receiver to do, that's what he's done so far, and that's why they're so excited about him. And Kyler Murray loves him. Kyler Murray can't wait to watch him go out and play, and I think we're going to see the best version of Kyler Murray. He's got a great connection with his head coach, Jonathan Gannon. They're on the same page. He respects his head coach. He really enjoys being with him, and I think Kyler Murray and Marvin Harrison Jr. are going to go out and take the league by storm this year.
Woo-wee! You hear that? You hear that? So that's from CBS. It actually seems like Jay Feely, former kicker of the Arizona Cardinals, is very, very high on the Arizona Cardinals. Jay Feely. So I believe they're going to be the ones that are calling the game. Jay Feely and Ross Tucker on CBS. So hopefully you guys were able to hear that. But yeah, glowing remarks. You kind of see a little bit of here and there. You see Kyler Murray throwing the ball. Everybody's kind of doing their workout right now in the beginning, getting prepared for this game. But boy, oh boy, oh boy. Are we ready for some football, ladies and gentlemen? Are we ready for some football? Man. Yeah, so Tyreek Hill was actually detained. Yeah, he was detained. He wasn't arrested. He was detained. I think they said that he was going to play today. So reckless driving, they detained him out. The videos on X/Twitter are crazy right now. Like, it's wild. That's our boy Jay Feely. Absolutely. Absolutely. Yo, Jay Feely's coming up here and showing some love to the Cardinals. Hopefully you guys were able to hear that, but excitement, y'all. Excitement amongst the air right now about from Arizona Cardinal fans. It's just so darn excited. The K1 YouTube channel got me hyped up for the season. Go Cards. Love it. Well, good. I'm glad. You should be hyped up. I think this is going to be a really, really good season for the Cardinals. Not going to say Super Bowl, but, you know, you never know. You never know. You never know. Let's see here. No, I'm scared, not ready. I'm ready and scared. I'm both. I'm both. I'm ready and scared, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome into the pregame show for the Arizona Cardinals. Let me just do a real quick. The only player that is not playing in this game, last time I looked was. Wait, let me see here. Oh, okay. So there's more players. Okay, so here's some more players for you guys to know ahead of this matchup that you're not going to see today. So for the Cardinals, Darren Hall, Jesse Luketa, John Gaines, Travis Vokolnik, tight end, and then Xavier Weaver are inactive. I knew that Xavier Weaver wasn't playing. I didn't know Darren Hall or John Gaines or Travis Vokolnik. Okay, that's interesting. Okay, well, there you go. Is this a recent? Yeah, it was 33 minutes ago. Final injury report for the Cardinals, 33 minutes ago. So Darren Hall, Jesse Luketa, John Gaines, Travis Volknecht, and Xavier Weaver are inactive. All right, well, it's a lot more than I thought, but here we are. Here we are. Trying to see if there's anything here from the X/Twitter world to kind of highlight, because right now, ladies and gentlemen, we got about 50 minutes before kickoff. 50 minutes before kickoff, ladies and gentlemen. All right, let's take it to the chat here. I honestly think we will win. The Bills don't scare me to death or anything. They're beatable. I agree with that. I have to go. Hopefully you come back a little later on, sir. Night. We will be doing a post-game show later on tonight. If you're on the East Coast, it's probably going to be late for you, but we will be doing a post-game later on, and we're going to be doing a post-game reaction probably within the hour of the game ending. So we're going to have a lot of content coming your way. So appreciate you for being here. Hopefully you guys can come back a little later on, because yeah, we're going to go crazy today. Today's the day. Cardinals, let's do it. Absolutely. Absolutely. I am so darn excited. I am so ready for some Cardinals football as well, man. I am so ready for some Cardinals football. All right, let's see here. I'm trying to see if there's any other news other than the fact that what we've already seen in terms of people that are not playing today. All right, there is a report from Josh Weinfuss of ESPN. Let's take a look what the report says. A few thoughts on the Cardinals season as we approach kickoff to week 1. They have the talent to be a playoff team. Okay. It might end up being a wild card spot. Yeah, we can all agree with that. But all that matters is that you're in the tournament. 8 to 10 wins isn't out of the realm of possibilities. All the pieces are in place for Kyler Murray to have the best season of his career. Being happy is the number one component of that. He has the skilled players around him. Defensive front will help push. Arizona sack. James Conner's a running back. Okay. I mean, it's pretty much what I guess we really want to call it a report. Just maybe last minute thoughts that he's had on, this season so far for the 2024 Arizona Cardinals. This is a beatable team, y'all. This is a beatable team. I don't know if you believe me, but hear me when I say this is a beatable team. Cardinals just need to take care of business. Run the darn ball. Run the darn ball. Got my jersey here and my TV is on. Let's go. Mike, are you going to be Mythic Live? I don't know. It's a busy day for both of us. It's a busy day for both. So I'm not 100% sure exactly. I'm going to have to connect with them to potentially do something, but I don't know. Right now, we don't know. It's a busy day, right? And I don't want to take away from his content. I feel like his content is really great as well. And we do what we do. So I don't want to take him away from it. But right now, it's probably, I don't know. All right, here we go. We got Josh saying, really windy at the stadium, 20 plus miles per hour winds. Not going to be a great day for passing or kicking. And that's one thing that we talked about when I had Dan Mitchell on, which is the equivalent of what I do for the Buffalo Bills. He says that one thing that we should look out for the Cardinal fans is that it's very usually windy, like usually really windy when it comes down to the Buffalo Bills stadium. Like the wind plays a big factor. So I'm actually glad that you actually brought that up, Josh, because he actually mentioned that to me as well, that the wind is going to play a factor because of just the winds of it, right? Like kicking is affected. You can think that a kick's going straight on and it gets completely hooked, right? So we got to keep that in mind as well. Can passing be affected? Of course, right? Anytime the ball is in the air, it's going to get affected. So I'm glad you actually brought that up. Noah, what's up, man? Appreciate you, man. Good morning to you too, man. Hopefully you're having a good day. We got Jacob saying Darius Robinson is out, right? Yes, Darius Robinson is on IR. So he's not going to be playing for the first 4 games. He's eligible to come back in week 5 if they take him off of IR. But he's eligible to come back in 5. But right now, we're not going to see Darius Robinson for the first 4 games. So we're talking about Bills, Rams, Lions, and the Commanders. We're not going to have Darius Robinson. So after that, when we play the 49ers, he's eligible to come back if they take him off the IR. So, yeah. Yes, it's windy there. Appreciate it. Let's see here. I don't like open hood stadiums. I mean, most people have those. It's just nobody's privileged like the car. I mean, we have it here because of the heat, right? They were playing at ASU Stadium for a good portion of that. When they first became Arizona Cardinals, and then they got the Glendale Stadium. But the heat is crazy. Here we go. Got Danny with the super chat. What's up, brother? Appreciate you, man. He says, I'd like to say we win 9 to 10 games this year. Well, let me go ahead and give you a DJ sound here, my guy, because I agree with you. Honestly, I think this team can be better than most people anticipate. I really, really do. It starts with game 1. And here's the thing, too. Even if the Cardinals come out here and lose, but they're actually really, really close. Like, if we lose by a field goal, I don't think anybody's going to say, oh, what a terrible game for the Cardinals. No. That's a huge jump. We're talking about a potential playoff team this year in the Buffalo Bills. So, I'm not saying, oh, I'll take a moral victory. I mean, if there's one moral victory I'll take, it's probably week 1. But I'm not saying that. But what I'm saying is that, even if the Cardinals lose, but it's close, that's definitely something you can hang your hat on going against the Rams. But I do agree in a sense if you cannot play the Rams and you're 0-1. You can't. Because the Rams has beaten us so many freaking times that it's kind of ridiculous. So, this is a kind of a this is a game you kind of need to win. You really do. I think the Cardinals can win this game. We just got to take care of business. Michael, what's up, man? Appreciate you. He says, happy birthday. Thank you so very much. Yes, I thank you. He says, how old or how young am I? I'm actually in my 30s. A lot of people don't believe me. I'm actually in my 30s. I'm actually 35 now. So yes, I'm 35 now. So appreciate the happy birthday wish, man. Thank you. All right, let's keep it going here. Let's see if there's anything else posted here noteworthy of the Cardinals. Let's take a look here. Trying to see if there's anything else that we got going on. I'm 65. Awesome, Michael. Well, 30 years apart ain't no thing. Appreciate you for being here. All right, let's take a look here. Yeah, I'm not really seeing anything else in the X/Twitter world. The biggest news has come out today so far, and you gotta love it, right? Sunday football's back. But Dak Prescott just got paid a lot of money. Dak Prescott just got paid. So he's extended with the Cowboys. Tyreek Hill got detained earlier this morning. T. Higgins is out for this game. Jamar Chase, I saw somewhere that he will play. I just don't know if he's going to be limited. So like I don't know if I would be putting him on like any parlays of mine if you're looking into doing a parlay personally. But like I don't know. I'm probably not looking into doing any parlays personally with Jamar Chase. I just don't know what he's going to do. I really don't. I do not know what he's going to do. Don't see anything else here. We did see a final injury report, and huge shout out here to Cardinals on Sports Illustrated. They seem to already have the final injury report for the Cardinals, and the players that are not playing today, per this website, says Darren Hall, Jesse Luketa, John Gaines, Travis Volknecht, and then Xavier Weaver. I knew Xavier Weaver wasn't playing. It was already training that, especially in those pressers that we're seeing from Jonathan Gannon. It almost kind of felt like he wasn't going to play, but like those other guys, I didn't think. Danny says, "Nah, you ain't 35. I'm almost 27, and I get told I'm older." No, yes, yeah, young face. And if you see me in person, you probably think I'm a lot younger still. Yeah, no, I'm turning 35. Got a kid, married. Yeah, been married for since 2018. So yeah, man, I'm up there, man. I'm up there. A lot of people don't think that. Yeah, 35. After 21, you kind of forget though, right? Those are the big things that happen after 21. So yeah, appreciate the $2 dono, Danny. Thank you. What's up, Vince? Vince says, "What do you think of the Cards defense? We need pass rush." Yeah. I mean, we've been talking about this whole offseason that the Cardinals need pass rush. I mean, Jonathan Gannon seems pretty confident with the bunch that we have. I'm just curious to figure out like what it's going to look like, right? So a couple big factors that we're kind of looking into in terms of just the Cardinals in general is the fact that like, are we going to be able to apply pressure to the Bills, right? Are we going to apply pressure to them? And right now, what our edge rushers look like is Zaven Collins and Dennis Gardeck. Those are our two guys right now. Those are the two guys that we have. Dennis Gardeck and Zaven. So, yes, I feel like we do need edge rushers, but I'm also kind of leading towards, okay, Jonathan Gannon, you have confidence. Let's see what that confidence can do, right? That's what I'm leaning towards here more than anything. So he seems to be excited. I mean, after them, you got Victor Demikadze and Xavier Thomas, which is a rookie. So we'll see. I don't know. Like, I like our interior a little better with Bilal Nichols and Justin Jones. And then Roy Lopez really showed out very, very well in preseason. So I like our interior better than our edge, if I'm going to be honest. I like our interior better than, and then when Darius comes back, I think that's just going to be a game changer for us. So I know a kind of long answer, but that's kind of the way I feel about it. Matthew, what's up, Matthew? Appreciate you, man. Thank you so very much for being here. By the way, we do got another donation from here. Matthew coming up clutch with the $5 dono. He says we finna catch the dub. Love it. This is what I love to see, man. This is the optimism that I love to see. Seriously, like this is let's get this win, and then we worry about week 2. The first division game out of the year. We worry about week 2 after that, right? That's what I'm excited for here, man. That's what I'm excited for. All right, welcome into the pregame show. If this is your first time here, if you smack the like button, do me that huge favor, smack it up, subscribe. If you're watching this on X and Twitter, if you want to watch this on a playback, highly recommend you jumping over to the YouTube side, because once we are done on the live, we do close it. Like cancel it, delete it from X, but you can watch it on the playback here on the YouTube side. So if you do like the content, we're going to be giving a lot of content your way today. We got post-game reaction right after the game, probably within the hour. And then you also got the post-game show later on. And are we ringing up the phone lines? We don't know. All we do know is that we're going to be diving into exactly what happened, and hopefully our expectations so far of what the 2024 Arizona Cardinals are going to do for the Cardinals. So we'll see. We'll see what happens. So appreciate you, Matthew. Thank you so very much for the super chat. Let's keep it with the chat here. You guys are absolutely going ham in the chat, and I absolutely do appreciate it. It seems like there's a lot of Cardinal fans that showed up to Buffalo. Good for them. That's awesome. Good for them. That's fantastic. That's fantastic. Yes, I was excited about watching D-Rob play too. How do you feel about the Cardinals' schedule? Do you think they have a playoff team this year? Oh, Ty, yeah, bro. Well, here's the thing. I don't know what a playoff team is going to look like in terms of wins. I do think this team is capable of being 8 to 9 win team. I think they're capable of that. So, like, if that's what it takes to get into the playoffs, then yeah. But Jordan Love going down in week 1 and missing what is it, they say like 2 to 6 weeks. That's a big blow for him. You don't know what's gonna happen. You really don't, right? And we're not one to say, oh, that's terrible. Honestly, I really do like Jordan Love a lot. It's very unfortunate what happened, especially in the last 5 seconds. It's like the last 5 seconds of a game, right? I understand why. It's just unfortunate. But Jordan Love going down it's a big factor. It really is. Now, granted, there needs to be one team coming out of the North. Is that Chicago? Is that the Packers? Are the Packers still coming out of that, right? We don't know. Or actually, never mind, the Lions. Duh, the Lions. The Lions can come out of the North, right? You get the Vikings, the Lions, the Packers, and the Bears. So, yeah, I mean, it's one of those things, man. So I think we can be a 8 to 9 win team. And if that's what it takes, I think we can. I think we can. Finally, it's game day. T-minus 38 minutes. I can't wait for Mar. Praying for no win in Buffalo. I need K1 to shred the Buffalo secondary. Love might come back against us. That would happen. It would happen, right? Yeah, he might. I mean, but that's the thing. Like, if the Cardinals are expecting to be a playoff team, these are the teams you need to play, right? These are the type of teams you need to play. So it's not like one of those things where you're like these are the type of teams you need to beat. You know what I mean? So even if he does come back versus us, I mean, you got to beat them. If you want to be a playoff team, they're going to be a playoff team. People are projecting. So there's that. What's your prediction for Kyler Murray's stats for today's game? Ooh, man, you guys. Woo. All right, let's go. Let's do some predictions here real quick. Let's do that. Okay. We got about 6 more minutes before we close up shop. We're going to be closing up shop here on the 9:30 mark because I need to get some things ready here for the game. But let's do that. Give me your predictions of Kyler Murray stats. Kyler Murray stats. You can throw rushing, you can throw receiving. Oh, sorry, not receiving, throwing, right? Let me know what your Kyler Murray stats are, and I'll tell you mine. I think Kyler Murray is going to be... I say Kyler Murray is going to have 255... Okay, sorry. Kyler Murray is going to have 245 passing yards, 80 rushing yards, and 2 touchdowns. Passing touchdowns, not rushing. Not rushing, passing. So let me rephrase that. I think he's going to have 245 throwing yards, over 60 yards rushing. So say 65 rushing, 2 touchdowns, throwing, no rushing. I think James Conner is going to have maybe a rush or 2. I don't know, because I'm saying that the Cardinals are going to have more than that. So I don't know. Oh, well, maybe James Conner will have 2 touchdowns. No. Let's do that. Let's change that prediction because I think this is going to be a high scoring game. I think we're going to score more than 30 points. So that's not possible unless James Conner goes crazy and has like 2 touchdowns. So 245, 65 rushing, 3 touchdowns for Kyler Murray, and then we're going to maybe get James Conner with a goal line touchdown as well. That's just my prediction. Dark, what's up, Dark? He says, you plan to see any games live this year? Yes, I am thinking about going to some games this year. Yeah, exactly. Yep. There's some very intriguing ones coming up here pretty soon. Very, very soon. With the Rams and the Lions. So very, very soon. I'm really excited. We got 305 passing, 35 rushing, and 4 touchdowns. Okay. That's enough to beat Josh Allen. Well, I think our run game is going to be very, very heavy. I think our run game is going to be very, very heavy with like Trey Benson, DeMarcado, and James Conner. I think our run game is going to be very, very heavy. I think we're going to lean very, very heavily on our run game. So 265, 3 touchdowns, 65 rushing for Kyler, and I think our run game is also going to be very, very heavy. So there's that. We got 35 for 38, 289, rushing 80, 3 touchdowns. Okay. I like that. I like the 80 rushing. I like that. That actually sounds pretty good. I'm not going to lie. 270, 60, 3 to 4 touchdowns. Love it. Love it. Since when is JJ? JJ's been an analyst, I feel like, for a little bit. 285, 44 rushing, 1 passing, 1 running, 2 INTs, 1 lost fumble. Oh, God, don't do that to me. Ethan, don't do that to me. Don't do that to me, my guy. It says, let's go. It's finally time, Mike. Absolutely, man. Appreciate you for being here, dude. Absolutely. I'm excited. Marvin Harrison Jr., 142 touchdowns. Woo! Gotta love that prediction. Gotta love that prediction. Yes, Trey Benson, James Conner, Amari DeMarcado. Those are going to be our 3-headed monster. Obviously, I would love to see more James Conner and Trey Benson. But if Amari DeMarcado actually gets involved and he gets crazy, you know, with the rushing game, I'm not mad at it. I'm not mad at it. How much are we thinking for Marv? Man, don't even. Oh. Marv's going to go off. Marv's going to go off. I think yardage is going to go off. I think touchdowns is going to be Trey McBride. For the receiving touchdowns, personally. But that's just me being crazy. All right. Ladies and gentlemen, we got a little over 30 minutes to go. A little over 30 minutes to go. Put your jerseys on. Eat your chicken wings. Eat all your snacks. Do all the things. Do all your morning rituals to get to game day because we finally have arrived, ladies and gentlemen. We're finally there. We're finally there. We're going to be closing up shop right now. Thank you, everybody, for tuning in. We will be doing a post-game show. We will be doing a later on in the nighttime. We will also be doing a post-game reaction about an hour after the game as well. So I appreciate y'all for tuning in. Let me give a huge shout out here to BetUS, which is powering the Arizona sports fan throughout the entirety of the NFL season. Shout out to BetUS right now. If you use promo code upon signing up, promo code YouTube150, they'll give you 150% sign-up bonus on your first 3 deposits up to $2,000 by using promo code YouTube150. Ladies and gentlemen, appreciate y'all for tuning in as always. If you want to take a bet going on right now, we do got obviously this going on with BetUS. They got the spread. They got the money line. They got the total points. So go on to BetUS. I think it's going to be a high-scoring event, so I would take the over with that 47 personally. Let me know if you do win anything. If not, no worries. But happy Sunday, ladies and gentlemen. We got football back. All right, y'all. Appreciate y'all for tuning in as always. Have a great rest of your day, and go Cards.